Many of us have played so many games and been introduced to a plethora of different characters, but I'm sure there are at least 5 of them that stand out the most and left the biggest impact on your heart. Now if you had to choose, who would they be? Taking up the number 5 slot, we have Akira Kurisu. As a silent protagonist, generally people wouldn't believe much character development can come from them. But in the Persona series, though the main characters generally don't talk, but during the story you constantly get to choose how they respond to others from either 3 to 4 different choices. Akira was Persona 5's main character, and he personally went through awful situations that completely changed his life forever and made things seem inescapable. But the reason Akira takes the number 5 slot on this list is despite him having little to no actual voice acting in the game's cutscenes, the things you let him say and how well they fit the mood completely give him an unmatched personality. I personally like it when a game gives me the option on how to create a character's personality, such as joking in situations or a serious majority of the time. Despite the terrible things that were forced upon Akira, he still did an excellent job leading the Phantom Thieves through a momentous game. Sitting humbly at the number 4 slot, we have Telltale Games' The Walking Dead Season 1's character, Lee. Lee is the character the players control in Telltale's Walking Dead Season 1. Similar to what I said for Akira, I like it when games give me the option to choose what a character is like. But this game takes that to a whole new level. Not only do you have the option to choose what Lee says 80% of the time, but you can also choose what he says, what he does, who he trusts, who he distrusts, what path he walks, and I find games like that immersive. And in Telltale's The Walking Dead, it's widely known that it takes place in the zombie apocalypse. That's why it's called The Walking Dead, which casts Lee into a cruel, unforgiving world where any wrong move can be his or someone he cares about last. Lee meets many people along his journey, people who stick by his side, betray him, carry huge burdens, do some of the sickest things imaginable, but he pushes forward because he swears he will protect his little girl, Clementine. Going on the long journey with Lee, it felt like I was right by his side through it all. All the terrible things that happened to him and the people he cared about, I felt like I was right alongside them, and these things were happening to me as well. That's why Lee is one of my favorite video game characters, because he's a person I can truly look up to and aspire to be like. Number 3, we have Joel from The Last of Us. The Last of Us was one of the first emotional journeys I went through in a video game. The story begins just as the apocalypse begins, and someone very dear to Joel passes into chaos. 20 years pass afterwards, and Joel has become a cold-hearted man who feels no need to get close to others, because they may die in a flash anyway in this new horrific world. But honoring a promise to one of his only friends, he protects a young girl named Ellie and travels across the country to meet with scientists who may have a way to reverse engineer a cure for the infected disease. The craziness that Joel and Ellie have to go through, dark intentions at every turn, attempting to corner them honestly made it unforgettable. But the reason I chose Joel for this list was because it shows a huge transformation in him that I thought impossible at the beginning of the journey. It shows that no matter how cold some humans attempt to be, the human heart will never give up on finding something to love, care about, and protect. Rolling in at number 2, we have Riku from the Kingdom Hearts franchise. As widely known on this channel, but most likely not to the many new viewers on this channel as well, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite video game series. It goes unmatched to anything I've played in terms of lore, which is one of the most crucial factors in a game series for me personally. Now, Riku was a character that I didn't care for in the slightest since I was a child. But as the series progressed forward after Kingdom Hearts 1, Riku's character development finally got to the point where it left me astonished. He wasn't that whiny crybaby like I felt he was in the first game anymore. He's become a man many of his friends look up to and care about deeply, who also makes wise decisions and stays true to his heart. Many may call it nostalgia for me, but having a character who's matured alongside me doing the same in real life really makes an impact on me. I too have made mistakes just like Riku has, but he stays true to his heart and walks the path his heart leads him in. Riku is a character that personally inspires me greatly, and that's why he rightfully deserves the number 2 spot on this list. And finally, my number 1 favorite video game character, Telltale Games' The Walking Dead's Clementine. To those who never played past Telltale Games' The Walking Dead Season 1, you truly missed out on seeing the development of an amazing character. Earlier you heard me give reasons why I liked Lee from Season 1 so much. Throughout his journey, he gave Clementine, the little girl he was protecting, many things that he prayed she would remember just in case anything ever happened to him. Well, Clementine became a strong, brave, and collected individual so unlike I've ever seen. I think what really reinforced her character development to me was that she was an innocent little girl at the beginning of the apocalypse, and now she's become a strong, wise woman just like Lee wished for her to become. Though by Season 3 she was a bit colder hearted than we originally thought she would be, she still had much love in her heart to the people she's lost during her journey. She's seen and gone through many heart-wrenching things, facing off against human cannibals, having to kill her loved ones, being forced to watch as people she cared about were killed, leaving behind people she thought she could trust, and of course, dealing with the dead roaming the earth. Clementine is a character I could never hate or forget no matter what happens, and her character in my opinion is truly a masterpiece. So, without a doubt, she has earned the #1 character on my list. If you made it to the end of the video, why not leave a like on it, and a comment to let me know who your top 5 favorite video game characters are. I want to thank you all so much for watching. My name is KingdomAce, and I will see you all in the next video.